What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Mint, and today I bring you guys some more Titanfall 2. In this video, I'm going to quickly try to explain to you guys what I believe are the best things to use to level quickly and get a good KD. However, it also depends on your playstyle. It really depends on if you're willing to challenge yourself. When it comes to the game itself, because I was kind of like, I wanted to be more elusive and sit back type of player, but that doesn't work. I do bad when I do that. So when you're running and gunning, flanking, and trying to get behind the enemy is your number one priority. The recommendation is, if you actually pay attention to the mini map like I do, going to those red like circle things on the mini map is the place to go, because that's where the enemy will be spawning. At least that's what I encounter when I go there. So you can pretty much spawn trap people, and it's really hilarious. As you guys can see, I'm in the red zone as of right now, or around it, and just knock that fucking guy out. Get wrecked, bitch. So yeah, I want to talk about I'm going to focus more on weapons and like your pilot loadout thing. So when it comes to weapons, I'm going to say that I use predominantly these two weapons. I use the R201 carbine. I highly recommend it. It's the best assault rifle. I really wish they had another one so I can do a comparison, but they only have one. That weapon is really good for mid to long range engagements. It does very well and efficient. When it comes to any weapon, I would recommend gun ready as a little perk or attachment for your weapon thing. So gun ready is definitely a go-to thing. When it comes to grenade type of things, I just use a frag grenade. I don't really care about that. When it comes to your pilot tactical loadout, I use pulse blade and grapple. Those are the two things I use. I am going to try cloak because it sounds interesting. I've seen other people use it. When it comes to the second gun that I predominantly use, and this is strictly for pilot versus pilot, I will use the alternator. That weapon is fucking beast. It's fucking, like, I highly recommend it to anybody. And like just going off the stats of this weapon, comparing it to the car, which is the first SMG in the game. The car has 40 damage, 85 accuracy, 40 range, 70 fire rate, and a 30 round magazine clip or whatever. Comparing it to the alternator, which has 75 damage, and that's where this weapon shines. However, its accuracy, its accuracy is a lot lower. Its range is the same. Its fire rate is 60, and the thing that's kind of shitty about this weapon, it has a magazine size of 20. But it does so much damage that it really only takes, it seems like visually, 3 to 4, maybe 5 rounds to kill a guy. So you can hypothetically, especially if you amp that weapon, you can get, like, I mean, I've gotten doubles and triples with that weapon. And it's very efficient, it's very good, especially if you amp it. Pair that with a grappling hook, and you can maneuver behind enemies. They don't even know what hit them. It is the weapon that I highly recommend, and it's my favorite weapon as of the pre-alpha tech test. It is my favorite fucking weapon. It is fucking beast. And when it comes to like the kits or whatever, so kit 1, I'll use fast regain, which is very useful as health regeneration begins sooner. That's very important, especially pilot versus pilot. And then I use, for kit 2, I use hover, because it's aiming while airborne, allows you to hover. That is actually very useful, and depending on the situation and depending on what you're doing. And pilot versus pilot, I would recommend the RE45 auto pistol. If you're playing bounty hunt or amped hardpoint, I would use an anti-titan weapon so you can bring down titans. So that's basically it. Like I use just grapple and pulse blade. Yeah, pulse blade. That's the only thing. The only things that I use, and obviously gun ready. The R201 carbine, the alternator, definitely the best thing to do. I'm really liking this game. I'm really loving it. I'm really enjoying it. But that's my recommendations. You know, anybody that catches this video, that is my most honest recommendation for you guys to do well. I mean, I had my games where I kind of struggled, but I was playing against players that were very experienced. They were good players, and I was rushing a little too hard, so that's my fault. But I had moments where I had a game where I went 20-8 or 23-8 or something like that, and that's pretty damn good. That's a lot of pilot kills. I mean, I had a game where my team was behind 25 kills, and I managed to help my team win by 1 point. We literally won by 1 point. It was such an epic, fun fucking game. Titanfall is just really, I feel like it's competitive, but it's not like, it has a competitive feel to it, but it's not overwhelming. And really, anybody that once they get used to the movement system, the mantling system, once people get used to, the weapons, and they choose what weapon they feel most comfortable with, because it really depends. It truly depends on your play style, really. That's what weapon you're going to choose, but I prefer the alternator. This weapon is the best in close quarters, so if you like to run and gun, that's the weapon to use. The one thing I wanted to mention, there are campers in this game. Unfortunately, the first weekend for the tech test, I only had one, maybe two situations like that. Really didn't bother me. But this time around, I noticed there's a lot more campers. As you guys can tell by the gameplay, a lot of people, that's the center point of the map, it seems like. That's where everybody goes. And it's funny because everybody goes up there and they camp with either the Spitfire LMG or they camp with a sniper rifle, and it fucking irritates the shit out of me. That's the only thing. See, don't you ever at all worry. If you get killed by a camper, don't get mad. Don't get upset like I do, because I get upset a little bit sometimes. Don't get upset because they're a douchey fucking camper. If you're going to camp in a game like Titanfall, go play fucking Call of Duty. Just don't ruin this game by fucking being a bitch camper. I mean, that's just my opinion. As you guys can tell, nearly the whole time I've been running and gunning. And I do well. I did pretty decently well. I really enjoyed the game. I had fun. The game is a lot of funner if you actually move around. If you take advantage of every aspect of this game, if you take advantage of the mantling system, the movement system, if you take advantage of knowing your weapon, this weapon is really good in close quarters. The car is good at hip fire. If you pay attention to the hints that they give you and you play and follow that instruction, you do really well. It's really mind-boggling that if you actually read the shit and pay attention to what's in your surroundings, you do really well. And I actually got up here and I destroyed these fucking camping motherfuckers. Yeah, get wrecked, bitch. But yeah, I really having fun with this game. I spent a lot more time with it, so I'm saying it's a great game. It's fun. And I also want to mention, I am not sponsored by EA or Respawn. I'm a big fan of Titanfall. I played the first one and enjoyed it for the most part. So this is just really awesome that there's another one coming out. It's going to have a full-on single-player campaign. So I'm kind of hyped. I'm excited. And I'm not going to hesitate to promote the game. And I'm not getting anything out of it. I just want to, I'm expressing that this game is not too fucking bad. Yes, a few minor tweaks here and there. The graphics would need to be increased. I mean, there's a lot they can still do to make the game even better. As you can tell, we just fucking kicked ass right there. Yeah, baby. But yeah, anywho, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you dislike the video, hit that dislike button and leave me a comment why, so that I can improve or, deliver on making a better video. And if you want, subscribe, because I try to upload daily. So yeah, I'm the Mint. Hopefully you enjoyed, and that is pretty much it. Yeah, baby. Woo!